Aho, 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 aho. Hi Estonia and hello world. My name is James and welcome to another Eurovision reaction video with me. And today I'm going to do a review of the Estonian entry for the Eurovision Song Contest 2022, which will take place this May at Turin, Italy. So what are you waiting for? Let's get to it and start reviewing. The name of the artist is Stefan. He is the winner of the Estonian national selection ESC, and the name of his song is Hope. He co-wrote it with longtime collaborator Carl Ander Reisman. So before anything else, here's a look of his national final performance of Hope. Stefan has been taking part in the Estonian national selection for several years now. I believe he has been taking part for as far back as 2017, although I remember him more from one of his more well-known national selection entries, which is Laura, Walk With Me. I'm not much of a viewer of Isilaul. It's one of those national selections where I kind of check it out after it aired because the show airs live at 3 a.m. in the morning here in my country, so it's really not something that I would want to devote myself watching in the middle of the night. I only reserve that to certain competitions just so I could have at least some level of sanity left in me. But otherwise, I also thought that Estonia always have a good selection of songs to choose from every year. And it's no different this time because they quite have a lot of choices to choose from. They have a lot of options. It's a very diverse lineup. Hope is a pop song that is hugely draws inspiration from old country western films. For those who are not very familiar with American filmmaking or American cinema as a whole, there's a period of time wherein American cinema was dominated by country western theme movies, and a lot of them are accompanied by a particular genre of music, which is country music. But it's this particular sound that kind of resonated more, or rather kind of shaped this genre of cinema. It still is the case today. And for the older population of television viewers, many associated with the likes of The Lone Ranger. This particular show in America uses Western movie themed inspired theme song that really made an impact to generations of American viewers and perhaps also to people who have access to American TV shows during the Cold War. And I kind of get why Stefan chose to go to this route. In a lot of his previous attempts, he's been doing quite a lot of things, but it's well within his abilities as a singer, as an artist, as a performer that he always delivers in each and every single attempt he has done in the past. And well, for times of charm, I do have my criticism of his national final performance. Rather, the way he begins singing the first stanza of the song, it's quite hard to understand what he's saying. It's like he's eating his words. I know that this particular style of singing is very signature to country music, where you always go on a very deep and bass-like voice to kind of capture that accent that is very prevalent in that part of the American South. But for those who did not grow up with that kind of accent, it's kind of hard to emulate. So what comes out instead is that it comes out really hard to understand. It's basically not audible. What I would suggest to Stefan going forward as he prepares for Eurovision 2022 is to try to learn to enunciate his words, even though in this case, those certain sections of the song where you had to sing the lyrics in that kind of voice, he really needs to make a point to sound very clear to the audience, so that we could be able to hear what he's singing about. And in my case, as a second language speaker, I really appreciate if people could sing with clarity so I could know or understand what they're singing, especially in the case for English language songs, because that's the very point of it all. And as much as I enjoy the performance, where it feels like he was right in the middle of a scene from a country western film, I really don't know what the song is about. I really don't know what's the theme exactly. Is it more of a Lone Ranger type narrative that he's trying to tell us about? That is something that I really don't fully understand, especially if the kind of song he's singing is basically a narration of this is a Lone Ranger. He arrives to this town very, very desolate, very isolated, and they are being hounded by gangs, and he's there to make things right, try to save the day, and allow this town to become alive again, no longer covered in fear, cowering in fear. That's the kind of narrative that I was kind of expecting with this kind of performance. And while I do get that halfway, again, he is the narrator of the entire performance, so I was expecting to know what he's singing about. So I think a little bit of training in his enunciation would really help him go a long way in order for him to be understood by a wider audience. Although I have no doubt that he can be understood by a wider audience because he has been performing in English in all of his national selection appearances. So just a little training on trying to ace that audibility in when he is trying to copy that accent. Even I can do that. I can't do that myself. I cannot imitate that accent myself. So those were my thoughts. Let me know yours down in the comments below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more Eurovision content like this one. Thank you very much for watching. This has been James. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye!